Hey folks, how you doing? It's Chef Steve here at Steve and Mary's on the Square, and I've been posting a few posts about our homemade sourdough, and I have been working the recipe for about 2 months now and trying different time frames. It's a lot of fun and a lot of flat bread, unfortunately, but I think I've got things going very well for us right now, so I just thought I'd show you a little snippet of what we've been working on. So this has been proving for about 6 hours now, and it is perfect. There's lots of air in it, and it's looking really great. So I'm going to start cutting this down. And hopefully making some bread that's gonna turn out. So I've got a little blend here. This is some rice flour and semolina flour, and I'm going to use this as my flour for my boards and for just dusting my breads in. It's proved to work very well for me with our particular recipe and keeping things nice and light. So we're just going to dust this up a little bit. Make sure we get a little bit everywhere. Now normally I would weigh this, but since my tests aren't going all that great for me, I am just going to wing it. Put that down there. We're going to stretch this out a bit, put a couple corners in it, like so. Pull it down. Sorry if my video can't get too close, but that's the reality of doing this by yourself. We're going to fold this in nice and tight and roll this up. Just going to roll this back and forth a bit. I'm going to make these a little bit longer. Actually, this one's going to be a little more round, but it's still going to work. So a nice little bread. This is going to be it's probably about 400 grams of dough right there. So that looks pretty good. Let me see if I can reach that in and show you. That's looking good. Nice, tight ball. I'm going to put a slash in that before we put it in the fridge overnight to finish its proving. I'll just set that aside. Another one working here. I'm going to put a little bit of my flour off to the side so I can get a little more stickiness with this. Try to make this one a little bit bigger. Pull it out. We're going to fold it in like so. We're just rolling that up into a nice tight ball. It's looking good. This is one of my best batches of dough that I've made so far. Pretty excited about it. I had one batch last week that turned out really well. Same recipe, same proving times. And it turned out so well that I was actually able to put it to good use, and we did a steak sandwich on our artisan sourdough bread. And it was a great hit, using our Longhorn beef from our supplier at Harmony Longhorns, just outside of Clinton, Ontario. It is the best beef I've ever had. And I've tried beef from all around the world at some of the places I've worked at, Australia, New Zealand. But the Longhorn beef, it is so lean and tender, it just melts in your mouth. Look at that. That is a gorgeous ball of dough. Going for a bigger one. Now you might see what's on there. I've got some extra virgin olive oil that I used in my bowl to help me with my process here, and it's worked out really well the last few times I've done it. I'm going to dust this one a little bit more because I'm starting to get a little sticky. And yeah, it's really helped my dough out. This one I'm doing a little different because you know what? This is playtime for me. We're closed right now. There's no one else here. So Chef Steve's playing a little bit. It's what I do in my spare time. It's quite entertaining for myself. It's peaceful. So we got a nice little baguette style roll. Just gonna give that a good dust. Flip that onto our little mold right here, like so, and hopefully that'll work out really well for me. I'm just going to put that aside. I'm going to do one more like that. I'm sure there's some professional bakers out there who are just kind of, you know, let's face it, laughing their ass off. But I'm okay with that. I'm not a professional baker. I hated baking. When I was in school taking my cooking, hated it. Couldn't stand it. Too much science involved. But as we get older, we start to change a little bit. We start, you know, thinking about different things, wanting to learn more, keep our brains active. So this is what I'm doing. I'm taking on sourdough. It's a challenging process, to say the least. So we got a couple nice baguette style. One's a little bit bigger, but I'm okay with that because this is just trial and error for me right now until I get what I want. And the recipe's pretty much nailed down. I'm just working on some of the proving times to work around my schedule at the restaurant because I'm pretty busy here during the day. So I really gotta test this out in different time frames and different sizes. So I'm gonna have 3 nice loaves of sourdough, the traditional round sourdough. Got 2 baguette style sourdoughs. I'm gonna give these a little cut, and I'm gonna put these in the fridge overnight and let them finish the proving. I'll pull them out in the morning, and by the time I go to cook them a couple hours after they're done warming up and coming to temperature, I will get my camera and take some pictures and let you know how it turns out. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.